Cool. So that's our expedition that we can go back to, and we could like progress on that to unlock like things for our main account, main save. What I'm going to do right now though, because this is like a new account, I don't actually have like a main sort of save. So when you create a new save, this is the options you give in here. So more dots, you'll probably be interested in seeing this, right? This normal is the most normal game mode, but there's also relaxed, which is more like streamlined. There's custom, creative, there's also survival, and then what we just did, expedition. So this is the Expedition 19, the Corvette, which is focused on that and those new systems, right? But you can create custom worlds and you can completely customize this yourself. So I don't really know much about all that. I think what I'm just going to do is create a normal save. That's probably the most popular one people normally do. And I want to just have like a normal account that we can come back to and do some cool things. I might play a bit of it off stream, as well. And come back and stream when we do more interesting stuff. So yeah. No matter what you choose, you end up in the same universe as everyone else. I guess so, right? Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I assume so. It somehow like is more about your experience and you're in the same universe as everyone. That's why you're more interacting with people with what they've discovered and the bases they've built and stuff, right? So it's the same universe. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to do normal. We're going to get straight in there with a normal run. Bit of a wild stream, that's for sure, getting into Expedition, but that was definitely cool. Begin initialization.
Commencing Atlas system suit initialization. Life support systems activated.
Cool.
Shield kinetic system online.
Interesting looking planet.
Aerial propulsion.
But cool. This is good. I feel good now. Things we collect matter. Progression matters. I was feeling a bit sort of like the expeditions are a bit strange because you kind of just are doing this little side sort of adventure. I really like actually progressing through and building towards that bigger character, Yeah, this is us. We're actually like a human this time, or somewhat of a human. And apparently this planet is hot. On the bright side, you know how to make a refiner now. Exactly. So yeah, perform a scan to find sodium. Our scanner is broken, so we actually need to collect ferrite dust to repair our scanner. So we start with a lot more basic things this time. You can see all we have is a hazard protection, a jetpack, a life support. We have a multi-tool with the mining bee, and a scanner, which we need to fix. Did I miss the whole character creation? Seems quite quick. There isn't any actual character creation when you start, but you can alter your character as we go. The start of the game is just you get thrown into a random planet. So it's a completely random... Pick a random place in that universe of all those little stars. I don't know if you saw that on the map when I showed that. But just one of those random places, essentially, and this is where we've started. So I'm going to go around, I'm going to collect a heap of, like, the resources we can actually need. And... get some ferrite. We'll actually scan some things. Oh, we don't have the scanner. Right, that's what we're doing. So just, a lot of this is just mining everything we can, And the way a lot of the game works is you're essentially harvesting elements, right? Carbon and ferrite and sodium and hydrogen and all that sort of stuff, right? So it's like no matter where we are in this universe, with different plants, different rocks, different things, it all comes down to being the same core elements, right? So we're more collecting those elements. What? What is that? Okay. Well, that's cool. I haven't played for a while, so maybe that's the thing you start close to. Alright, we have a scanner. So now we can do our scan thing. We can scan for stuff. Sodium. So we need to look for some sodium, which is from yellow plants. Let's run and get some sodium. I think we're doing this so we can repair our hazard like protection, because it's hot on this planet. So you can see on the bottom left, it's 51 degrees Celsius, and we have a sort of a hazard protection that protects us against the heat, but it is depleting slowly. This is a really cool planet. Like, what the hell? We've literally landed in Mordor. So we can recharge our hazard thing. So you can either recharge by going into your inventory and actually clicking on it and recharging sort of items with the material, or you can do it by pressing X, and you have this little quick thing you can quickly recharge, which is really handy. You can see that bar just went up slightly there. Oh, we have our first life form. Alright. And we have our first mission. So, story-wise, we've kind of just appeared here. We don't really know why. We're just here. And, yeah, we kind of just have to go with what we have and what we know, which is not much. Now, signal source, question mark. So I'm not even sure about that. Now, we have a jetpack. We've got to reach that source, which apparently is not too far away, but we have to somehow get up here. Do you have a jetpack? Doesn't last too long though. Not even like a long cutscene intro or anything. No. So essentially, you start the game, you see a whole lot of different solar systems, and then you're in and you're kind of awake in this world. I imagine it like, you know, as a character, you're kind of like a character with no memory, you know? You're just thrown into this world. And the story, as it evolves, talks about that in some ways. About what you are and stuff, and and the fact that you don't even really know. But we're thrown in with a suit of armor, and we're looking for materials to keep ourselves alive. Wow. And apparently spawning next to this massive thing. So we do have a bit of... Oh. We do have some direction because we just got a scan, like a signal source appeared, I guess, on a signal we have, right? But there is also this massive, like, trade station or something. Looks like there's lots of ships flying in there. There's another one. Whoa. Well, let's go down here, though. Alright. Lightning beam, loan, recharge. Charge it with carbon. Cool. Just your luck to spawn next to an alien outpost or two. It does not always happen. That's what I was kind of thinking. Whoa, I just realized, guys, this is Mount Doom. Look at that. We have literally spawned in Mordor. any of you Locho watchers here that are hanging out, which, you know, I definitely appreciate you guys hanging out. I know it's a very different game. We're literally in Mordor. I can't see it sometimes though, it kind of is out of range. There we go. Maybe I'll have to build a base on top of Mount Doom. Offer food, so you can feed the creatures. Now all the creatures are procedurally generated, so nothing about this creature here, apart from individual components, has been sort of manually designed. So it's randomly generated these creatures and its properties and all this sort of thing, you know? Colors of it, scales of it. So it's really cool when you discover new creatures and new wildlife and stuff. It's a lot of the time, like all this, it's just generated. So it hasn't been manually put together. That's what's very unique about this game. It's a procedurally generated world and environment. Wow, that is so cool. Looks like we have our ship here, which this time we can actually repair, because last time we couldn't repair it. I reckon I can collect that. Oh my god, wait. Shit. Can I get inside this? Atlas connection. Intermediate. Launch thrusters. Offline. Pulse engine. Offline. I find myself alone on a strange world. Unequipped and in danger. I have no memory in how I got here. No sense of a before. Here we go. But this ship at least seems to recognize me. The controls react to my touch, or at least to that of my exosuit. I'm not dead yet, and this ship is a lifeline out of the stars. So there you go. So we've found our ship, but we don't know why we're here. And we don't remember anything. But this ship reacts to us. Connect exosuit. Log. Unavailable. Substituting data. Exosuit. Connected. Suggestion. Pilot should perform maintenance. Select desired repair path. Repair ship systems. Self-guided repair protocols initiated. Alright. So we have to repair our engine so we can actually fly this. Which we can now have a look. We need a couple of things. So we need some plating, a hermetic seal, pure ferrite, dihydrogen jelly. So there's all things that we can collect. We can hang out in our little ship here to restore our hazard protection, which is nice. Now we can also... So, recommended repair... Okay, yeah, repair pulse engine plating. Okay, there's all the things we need. So it's even tracking it down in the bottom right there for us. So, it is, it's a lot better when you do a normal game. Like, if this is... Like, you are thinking of getting No Man's Sky and playing it, like, definitely play just like a normal run, or do, like... a custom one with settings you want on, but it can be hard to know what you want, I guess. The game is very good at sort of introducing you to the things and how it all works. And you have this sort of discoveries log of all the things you've found and the planets you've discovered. So all we've discovered so far is the planet we're on. Ampurus, discovered by Beveridge. So there you go. All of the things on this planet are... unique. No one's ever discovered these before. No one's been to this planet before. So this is our planet, essentially, or it could be. So it is kind of cool, in my mind, when you find planets that have been found by the people or things that are discovered. You're kind of like, it's cool. It's like, wow, oh, someone's around here, you know? Like, someone's found something around here. So you can rename the planet if you wanted. Maybe I should do that. That's a good point. What should we name it, chat? If you guys have got some ideas, I'll do a poll if you want. What are we going to call it? What sort of planet is it? It's a... Well, it's more... I mean, shouldn't we should just call it Mordor, right? I feel like it's pretty fitting, like Mordor the second. Right? I think I've just got to go with that. Mordor the second. I think it was an ad just playing as well. So some people might have missed stuff, but I am naming the planet that we just discovered, which looks like Mordor. I wonder if we can just call it Mordor, like... Perfect. Alright. We have named the planet Mordor. And can we... Oh, we can edit it. Maybe I'll give it more of like a planetary name, right? Because what are the other planets in here? Inferno N2? Wow. Oh, so look, someone's discovered these two planets here, but not the planet I discovered. How interesting is that? That's cool. Alright, so... He's named it with N... I kind of like that we can maybe follow the same thing. Number 2, Mordor. I like some Roman numerals, you know? We'll call it Mordor XIV. Mordor 14. Yeah. There you go. It fits with the style of the others. I like that. Alright. Now we're going to interact with this thing. Scenario deleted. Boundary separation failure likely. Pause. Sentinel intervention. Deliberate transfer. Anomaly containment prepared. Broadcast? Broadcast retrieve. Traveler anomaly detected. Traveler is compliant. Position logged. System integrity scan initialized. Okay. Interesting. Now we can search some things here. Some sodium. Cool. Boltcaster. Ah, carbon nanites. So we want to make one of them. Can we afford to make one of them? Yeah, we need lots of carbon. We need lots of stuff. Oh, this is an oxygen-rich plant. That's nice. What is this little guy? I'm loving this planet. This is the coolest, like, starting planet. What is that? What? How cool is that? It's like a hand. This has got some cool formations and stuff. Alright. Oh, shh. The volcano's just casually erupting? You seem to be okay, though. Jetpack power surge fading. Nice. Craft metal plating, alright. I want to make a scanner tool. Visor. Yep, 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 yep. Now we have a visor. Supercharged. I want to move that. This slot. So that slot can be supercharged. Ooh. Oh, I love this game. I love, like, upgrading your multi-tool and stuff. What? Is that like, a town down there or something? I feel like we've found, like, the coolest starting planet. Now... we need a seal and jelly. And pure ferrite, so we've got to, like, put that in a smelter, which I know how to make a smelter this time, guys. Do we need dihydrogen jelly? Oh, we do. We need one of them, okay. Make one of them. We also probably need some launch fuel. Maybe. Oh, sorry, let me just check. That's all good. Can I scan stuff now? I can! Sweet! I want to name, like, everything on this planet. Man. Call it long lizard. Oh. It needs more of a fancy name. Longiest? Lizardiest. Longiest lizardiest. Perfect. Awesome. Alright. We're gonna discover every creature on this planet. I love this planet already. It's insane and crazy, but it's cool. What's that? Oh, that's a cool name. Otskadat. Minerals. What's that? M. Spongimus. I didn't even name that, and that's exactly what I would call that. M. Spongimus. That's exactly what I would call it. What's this? A round... Oh. That's going to be called, like, a round chungibus or something like that. It needs to be... Oh, it's an organic object, actually. It's alright. Rolls right off the tongue. I know, right? If there's any names that don't roll off the tongue, I'm going to rename them slightly as well, unless I think of a good name. I like the idea of that. Keeping the names, like, in a style, but also kind of leaving them somewhat. Letting the random generator kind of decide a bit. Like, Diabrate is cool. Diabrate. There's a resource deposit there with cobalt. Now, I need to make a... How do I go build again? X, Z, right? Yes. Portable refiner. We know how to make this now, guys. Now we need to put some ferrite in there. And we need to put some carbon in there. And we need to turn it on. Reminder that you have to upload the names if you want them to appear for everyone. Ah, true. Good point. Do I have to individually upload them? Ah, right, okay. Yeah, okay. Upload. Yes. And you actually get like currency from doing this as well, which is cool. I love that. So then we can go materials. Oh, we can do rename and upload. Okay, I'm gonna go. I want to rename that a bit. I want it to be like Oscardite. So, Oscardite. Oscardite? Yeah. Oh. Oscardite. Nice. We've got to rename them slightly so it's easier for me to say. Rename and upload. And Diobrite. Yeah, cool. You get currency for naming. That's interesting. Yeah, it's just a small amount. It's like, but it's nanites, right? Which is different. It's like a different sort of currency. So there's units and then there's nanites. Yep, longiest Zidarius. Let's make sure. Do I want to word that any differently? Longiest. That looks better. I like that. Yeah. Lizardariest. Lizardarius? Longiest Lizardarius. Okay, cool. Perfect. And then, has this been uploaded? The planet? I assume the planet has. Yeah. Rename and upload. Mordor. Almost want to name it like Mordor GG. Mordor Bev. No, I can't. It's got to have a relative name. XIV is good. Classic, right? Right. Now, need some more ferrite. Your name will be attached anyways. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, Beveridge discovered. Mm-hmm. It's a good point. It's lame to put my name on the name of it anyway. I got like a full name. If I find a really cute creature or something that relates to me, though, I'm 100% calling it like a Beveridge or something like that. Okay. Got some Oscardite there. Nice, nice. Oscardite. Oh, what's this one? Cofferite. Cool. Cofferite. I like that. Cofferite. Perfect. Just looked and it seems this goes on sale every month or so. I do believe I'll wait because it might be quite soon. I'm looking forward to it now. Awesome. No, good to hear. Like, you might even, I don't know if you use any other websites or places, but there might even be like cheaper keys elsewhere that you might be able to find because it goes on sale so often. But yeah, definitely just wait around for a Steam sale for it. I picked it up like a month or two ago, so it's likely to come on sale again, I'm sure. And yeah, like for the price of when it's on sale, it's totally worth it. There's so much here, right? You could just spend endless hours in this. I think jumping into the expedition and because you were looking at this, you know, looking around to see if it was worth playing this game, seeing me play the expedition and be confused and thrown into it with all this overwhelming stuff would have probably been pretty overwhelming. It's why I guess I was kind of saying like, you know, take everything I say with a grain of salt, and if you actually want to know, maybe look up elsewhere, because I was so like confused as well. But playing like this, the normal game mode, you do very slowly figure things out, you know, and you can just enjoy your time, and there is a lot to the game. Yeah, there's a whole lot of new... I think you can do like underwater exploration and stuff now, so you could find like underwater like planets that are with water and explore and all that, and you can really choose what you want to focus on, whether you want to focus on base building or whether you want to focus on collecting and leveling up your items, or building your ships, or building a fleet and doing fleet battles and stuff like. And you were saying you really like building. There is actually a... And I won't spoil anything too much for you at all, but there is a settlement system in the game where you essentially get to run a settlement that does things like automatically, but then you get to have an input and build new buildings and add new things to this settlement of like aliens, essentially. I think that's how it like works with aliens and stuff. I only did that a long time ago, but yeah, so if you're into that, and base building, you can essentially have your own cool base, and you can have a teleporter that teleports to the other place. You can have a base on your ship with this new update. You can also have a settlement that you can kind of manage, and the settlement gets resources for you. It just keeps going and going. There's just so much to this game that even the $60 price tag itself, I would say, is worth it. But obviously, that's subjective to like what sort of games you like, and I wouldn't want to like say you should do it in case you have a bad experience, right? So do what feels right for you, but I do think it is definitely worth it. It's incredible that they've put out so many free updates over the years. It's been out for like 9 years, and they've just like every year or every half a year they've put out a new update that's not just a small little thing. It's been a whole huge addition. You know, from adding multiplayer to adding fleets to adding settlements to adding like all sorts of stuff. It just keeps going on and on and on. So I'm really keen to discover all these new things that have been added as well. Alright. The game is vastly different from what it was when it first launched. Yeah, 100%. And I did play it when it first launched, and I still enjoyed it at its base bone. It was very basic. You really were just in your little ship here and finding other ships of better classes, and then upgrading your multi-tool and your exosuit, and collecting resources and trading. There's a cool thing with trading between space stations in different like solar systems. You can travel between them and sell resources between it to make profit. So there's a whole thing there where you can like essentially have a cargo ship that you collect all resources in, and then you can go and you can like off-sell them to different, you know, galaxies and assault. You know, it's like you can really focus on what you like about a game, which is really cool. It's not just one thing. Or if you just really like story, there is this really interesting story there that I don't really understand much about because I haven't gotten much into it. It's why I've been really keen to start a new save, because I really want to come back and just keep playing this and streaming it every now and then. We'll slowly like progress through the game, and yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. And I'll pop this as a series up on the YouTube as well for people to like follow along and all that. We'll cut the first half of the stream into its own little couple of episodes, checking out the expedition, and then this one into playing, which actually I'm not going to be streaming for that much longer. So actually, no, it's alright. But I was going to change the name of the stream, but that's alright. I won't be on for too much longer. Yeah. That chromatic seal and pure ferrite. Where's that little thing? Need 50 pure ferrite. We're going to repair our launch thrusters. Nice. And we're going to repair our hermetic seal. Which I'm not sure how to make. Okay. Repair. Repair that. Board starship and consult diagnostics. Okay, let's see. Let's hop in. So this is also the very basic sort of little ship you start with. But yeah, you can find new ships and stuff and unlock them, as well as the new Corvette ship that you can build yourself. But that's something in this playthrough. It might take us a little bit to get to that point. It's why I wanted to jump in Expedition and just try it out, see what it was all about. Request assistance. Ah, pneumatic seal nearby. Okay, cool. Distress beacon. Is it this? Search distress beacon. You peek inside the beacon's housing as well as its distress broadcast unit. It contains a planetary chart. Ooh. Planetary chart. A map of a nearby planet. Coordinates of a distress signal have been marked. Plot route. Let's use it.
Navigational data received.
Now, something to take into account as well. I am playing on pretty much the lowest settings of this game. Primarily because of my computer. It's okay, but when I am streaming as well and have browsers open and all this other stuff, it does struggle a bit. So I do have it actually in the lowest settings, which, because I'm streaming as well, the quality comes through a bit differently, so it doesn't matter as much. But if you are interested in playing for the looks of it, it can go way higher up in graphical looks. You know, it can look way crispier and way better and way smoother. Yeah. Way crispier. Let me just see. Just checking stuff real quick. Sorry about that. Who doesn't like crispy? Exactly. What's your guys' favorite type of chicken? You know, if you like to eat chicken, you like it crispy? I definitely like it crispy. Some panko crumbs, you know, or like, oh, that's the stuff. All right, we got to go down here. Oh, wait, what's this? Eat light. Okay, no, that's an egg light. That is an egg light, 100%. Rename and upload. Egg light. Perfect. And Oscar diet, we'll rename that Oscar diet. Yeah. Right. Nice. E-Diet's got sodium in it. Ooh. That good stuff. That's got oxygen in it and ferrite. I'm just naming everything, but this is hilarious. I feel like I found like the coolest planet. I want to just like actually discover everything and name it all. I'm just imagining some random... See, this is what's so cool about the multiplayer, I guess the online component of No Man's Sky, right? Is it's not multiplayer as much. It does sound like though you can do things together if you want to. You can try to do things like cooperative. But it is more of an online environment rather than a multiplayer environment. You're not constantly playing with people everywhere, right? It's why it's not like an MMO, but it is an online game. But it's cool because it's just like, I don't know, naming all these things and imagining someone in the future coming to this place and being like, oh, what the hell is Mordor with all these cool names and stuff like that? Like, it's great. And if you like want to find somewhere that is your own, we got kind of lucky where our starting planet wasn't discovered, which I think is probably like that for everyone. But then there's a couple, there was like 2 planets in our solar system that was discovered. But it could be that someone discovered 2 planets and then stopped playing and they've never played since, you know? That sort of thing. So, but if you are looking for somewhere that's completely unique, you could get your like hyperdrive and go travel to some other completely random place, you know, and find a place. There you go, Darius. There is only... Oh my god, how do I even say that? So that's 1,000 million. Oh my god, yeah. Exactly, Darius. There's only that many systems to explore. It's hard to explain, but I guess I wasn't really sure. Like 18 quintillion, there you go. I wasn't really sure how it all worked. I didn't want to like misadvertise that, you know, because I don't really know enough about the logistics of all that. But yeah, I did hear that it was essentially like, because it was advertised as infinite, right? When it first came out, it was like, it's an infinite world. And people then were like, no, it's not. It's 18 quintillion. It's a set amount. But it's like, yeah, but it's so many that you're never going to use all those up. You know, that's meant to be the idea, right? The data is still stored somewhere. I imagine that's how it works. Or it's generated as you find it. But that means the data still has to be somewhere. So it's... I'm not sure, like Darius, you might know, but like, do you know if they generated it all in a moment? Like they went and set up all the system and then they generated it all? Or if it's generating as people find things? Because I'm curious about that, whether it's something that they like essentially rolled, you know, 18 quintillion dice multiple times inside code, you know, or if it's something that's actually happening dynamically as people discover planets and solar systems and stuff, and then that's being stored elsewhere, which would probably make more sense. But then also they would have to set their data system up for the possibility of increasing, whereas doing it all at once would mean that they can guarantee that they can store that information, you know? I'm not really sure. I might have to look into that because I'm just curious from a game development perspective. And I can't remember. It was like 9 years ago when it first came out, and that's when I was kind of looking at stuff. Been trying to drop stuff for people on a stream to get a good reaction, but would you be down? I normally do it at a space anomaly, but it's not as fun. Not a scam. I just like helping beginners if you're interested. Who the F is a Quinton? I am all good. I do not want to be given stuff for my playthrough. Personally, that ruins my experience. I understand that like some people may like that and may like being given things, but in a video game for me, being given stuff without any need to find those things ruins the game for me. Like I don't want that's just like cheating things in. I wouldn't want that. But I appreciate you asking. I do appreciate you asking and hanging out, for sure. But yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel about that. The data system has changed over time, which is why some of the planets in your solar system have already been discovered. Right, okay. And some haven't. Yeah, that's interesting. Really cool, really interesting game though, right? Okay.
Weather warning, incoming storm.
We're just heading towards those coordinates. So that's what we got to do. Yeah, I really like the natural progression of unlocking things in games. I find being given stuff makes things not have any meaning. Because I don't then understand how hard it is to obtain certain things. So it makes the enjoyment of that, like discovering those things worse. You know, if I don't know how you get those things, if I'm just given them, then suddenly that has no value. If that makes sense. It's currently a storm, and I'm kind of worried. Seek shelter. Can I, like... Don't like this, guys. Dig a hole? I don't have the tool to dig holes yet. Oh no. Can't even... Oh no. I might just die here. I think I've ran too far from my ship. Oh my god. Wait. I can recharge it. I need to find more sodium. There's some. Advanced mining laser required. Damn it. Sodium-rich plant. Yes. Alright, wait, I gotta do my life support. Okay, that's down. Okay, yes. I did it! It's okay. We're surviving, guys. Oh my god. So it's the cool thing that on most planets you can find what you need to survive. This is insane though. How do I get up there? Storm clearing, yes. Okay, we outlasted the storm. Oh my god. Now, where is that thing? Oh, over here. Oh. I've been running this right direction this whole time. If it's a true, vertical cliff, you can just use your jump pack. Oh, like like, what? I won't take full damage? Or does it, like, keep it going sort of thing? It doesn't disable it. Hello Games wasn't kind to you in your starting location, heart. Kind of, but also I kind of love this because we have this cool as planet. And welcome into the chat, by the way. Reclaven or Clavin. Welcome in. Hope you're well. It's actually kind of cool because it's literally like Mordor, and we named the planet Mordor. And we've been naming all the creatures here as well. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of like, look at this. How cool is that? Just a massive, as a starting planet, we got a planet with the, like, massive volcanoes. Just Mount Doom over there. We do play Lord of the Rings Online as our sort of main game, so we are Lord of the Rings lovers here. I would prefer to be in the green fields of Bree, probably. But... Let me see. Starting the expedition. So I should actually change the Twitch thing. We've been streaming for about 3.5 hours now. I did do the expedition. I started it off, had a look at the new Corvette stuff because that's what I wanted to check out. I haven't played No Man's Sky for many years. I wanted to check out a new update because it seemed really cool, and I don't have a new save, so we did a bit of that, and then I actually decided that I wanted to go start our proper save, so doing a normal playthrough. So this is the very beginning, like, first planet. It was cool to check it out, but it was also kind of overwhelming, and I didn't really feel like I could like focus on farming materials and leveling all my items up because I was just going to start a new save eventually. So yeah. But I might actually quickly change. We're not going to be streaming for too much longer. But I will change the title quickly because that reminds me. Oh, wait, is it? Voyagers trying out the new update. Oh, okay. I thought I put expedition in the update, but that's all right. In the title. No, that's cool. No, I'm making this recording in case leaving behind in the fabricator. It might be some use. Visor damaged. Can't find the ship. Recover supplies. Let's go. Log finishes and the machine wears to life, spitting out supplies. I have the manic seal. I need to repair the ship. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. Very cool. Let me close that. I was in the same boat. The Corvette has its advantages, like you like to do anything on a planet, you don't have to land. You can just hover and beam down and up. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to like getting the Corvette in the normal playthrough, right? I assume we can do that, right? But the expedition was cool to sort of get thrown into it and instantly have to use it. Which was really cool just to try it out because I haven't played for a long time and I was kind of seeing like if this was something that I might actually want to keep playing on future streams. I play a lot of different games. We've been playing Lord of the Rings Online, doing a hardcore run, playing Subnautica. We played a bit of Examiner the other week. So it was kind of seeing if it was something I might want to do, and then it definitely made me go, yeah, I just want to like get back in and do a new save, like a proper game. I've played on console before when I first played, and this is a brand new like account essentially on PC. All right, we have to analyze things. We have done that already though. I assume on the normal save you'll eventually build enough that you can do all of this in the real playthrough. Exactly, yeah. So this is the normal one now, right? So we're slowly building up towards all of that stuff now. When we were doing the expedition, it was more like trying out the new things, working towards those unlocks. And I may go back to that expedition save to unlock things for this save, if that makes sense. Because if you can do the expedition, unlock rewards, and then it goes over to your main account, or your main save that you can choose it to go to. So that's where it's going to go to this save. It's a bit confusing, I'm sure, but yeah. That's why I thought I wanted to just get over and start working on this one, start playing on it. Because yeah, it was fun trying out the expedition, but I also am keen to actually just play the game from the start, figure everything out, collect resources, upgrade all my stuff slowly. You know, we're stuck here still trying to repair our ship, but it's cool. I had to play on consoles when it first came out. Their updates didn't bode well on the Steam copy I had, despite that I met all the minimum specs. Yeah, same here. I've got an okay computer, but it does struggle with a lot of things. And thankfully, it can run it at like sort of low settings, which still looks really nice. And especially because I'm streaming, it doesn't matter as much. What is that? What? What are we gonna call that? What are we gonna call that? That is insane. Look at how many legs he has. He looks kind of like a weird rat. Okay, I'm feeling like rat, right? That is hilarious. He's like, Mr. Ratius Maximus? The snob. It looks like a dog that has its nose in the air like a snob. True? Each foot is its own giraffe. Yeah. Oh, that is hilarious. many the I kind of want to combine together all those together into some weird animal name. The face does look puggish, yeah. I like the snob though. Multi-foot giraffe snob. That's so bad. That's so bad. It needs to go with our like scientific named animals. We can go snobby, like Snobbius, Ratius. Or we rat? Oh, yeah, Ratius, Snobbius Ratius, Giraffius. Snobbius Ratius Giraffius. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, that's it, guys. Named. French bull, true. I actually found a paradise planet after going through a black hole yesterday. It was fun. Oh, that's cool. What is a paradise planet? Yeah, I feel like I remember seeing them. They're just so nice, aren't they? It doesn't have a hostile environment and usually no hostile fauna too. Oh, that's cool. Alright, locate your starship. Gotta get back there, guys. So you're saying we can just like... we can just jetpack up the side of this? Oh, because the jetpack like doesn't run out. Because it counts as us making contact. Ah... Wow. We're the blissful sentinels, isolated flora on all sides. Wow, that's cool. We'll have to find one. We can interact with all the people here now. Request dialect help. Yeah, sure. Please be queried. Researcher presents a series of symbols that seem to represent words I might learn. Let's learn a word for friendship. He teaches me a word of their language. There you go. The word for That's hilarious. They are on the rare side of uncommon to rare to find, but being able to run around a planet that's not trying to kill me naturally and building a base there. Yeah, definitely. That's cool. This is crazy. So like all the different little characters you find, the little NPCs, you can interact with them and like give them, like you can practice skills with, you can request dialect help to learn languages. So I'm going to kind of just mainly learn a lot of like random words because I feel like that is the best thing. You learned the word for is. That's good. Artifact exchange vault. My god, see there's so many new mechanics in the game that don't know what everything is. Merchant, okay. Purchase components. So here we go. Here we can actually sell and buy things. And you can see every NPC in every place has a demand for different things. So if I was to, let's say, like, collect heaps of dehydrogen, this guy buys it for 3% more than normal. And so begins the trading empire. And so as you learn the languages, the words start to fill in, which is really cool. Yeah. The practice ones can actually get you rewards, it turns out. I've been in by keen space mostly by intention, and each time I try weapon as a practice word, they comment on my multi-tool, and some of them give me blueprint upgrades. Ah, that's cool. That is very cool. Now I want to pick, like, good things. Trade, okay, I got the word for trade, that's good. So I'm just going to go talk to all these people here, right? We'll learn different words from them. He's just speaking in ones and zeros. He touches my suit. Oh. Technology? Research, okay. Ew, what is that word? That's not a word. What? Why do I know that word? What does that mean? Is that me, maybe? Maybe that's their word for, like, me, whatever I am. He's distracted. Okay. I'll practice skills on him. Yeah, I know that word. With an effortless kindness that puts most organic line to shame, he places a gift in my hands. I did the right thing. He gave me some random glowing material. What is this? Repository, planetary archive. Oh my god, this is crazy. Now, I'm getting a lot of frame rate. I'm thinking of maybe restarting just the, like, saving and going back in. Does that still help with frame rate? I feel like it has in the past, because it seems to build up a heap of, like, stuff. I'm just thinking... when did it last save? Interloper, Interloper will be what they call you, seems to be common. That word, I think, is like the key word gra. I think the word of, like, ugh. Oh, frustration word. Okay, that makes sense. Enjoy the radioactive material. I will. I think, can I just quit to mode select and go back in? Let's see. Save 3 seconds ago. Cool. Alright. I want to see if that helps with lag, because that's... So yeah, we did the expedition for about, like, an hour and a half playing through that. Yeah, this loading screen is actually like the world, the universe, right? Right. This planet might be a bit crazy with its frame rate anyways. What the hell? I think the volcano just exploded on top of me. It's not safe here, guys. As much as this is a cool planet, don't know how safe it is. Coming into it new takes about 12 hours in all if you aren't speeding through it. Was my experience. Okay. But, like, I guess, like, to get to what exactly, though? Because the game is very... depends what you kind of aim at, right? Holy sh... Okay, let's get away from that. Ah, to complete the expedition with a new game of it. Okay, I see. Sorry, I was confused with the normal. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. When I was reading online, it said something about like 3 hours or something like that. I don't know where I read that. I just briefly saw it, so... What is this? Navigation data. Just a bunch of random navigation data? Wow, okay. That's good some way. Oh, that was the world loading in. There's my ship. Who's this?
Received.
New creature? Advanced laser. What the hell? Where's my ship up there, guys? Okay, I somehow got in there. I guess I'm floating above the area. Though, I highly recommend you play with multiplayer turned off. I experienced a lot fewer bugs. Once as a new save, once with an already created save, so I could see both work. Yeah, well, I did turn it off when I originally had it on when I started Expedition. Then I had some weird bugs and turned it off and had to start again to just check that because weird things was happening. But it should be off. Yeah, disabled, right? Is it worth turning any other things off, or is it just okay? Just that's just disabled. I guess I could do join group, invite only, friends only. Everything else is just fluff. That's what I thought, yeah. Cool, that's good to know though, yeah. I do like having the online component, but actually seeing like all of the things of people's bases, like little notifications, it's way too much. It's very, yeah, I don't want to see all that. Now, let's repair our pulse engine, guys. Oh my god, we did it. We can get off the planet. Seek answers amongst the stars. Woo! Adolin system. Nice. Discovered by 0BR11111. And at space stations, there are graphical glitches that can have or not have collision depending on how it's feeling at that moment. True, yeah. I remember the bugs. I'm used to buggy games. You know, yeah. I didn't experience any of it with multiplayer turn off. Oh, that's cool. This is a cool looking, like, solar system. Holy. It's green. What's that? Damn. Unknown planet. Unmapped. That's a cool looking planet. Corrosive planet. Oh, okay. Incoming message. Incoming transmission. Please identify yourself. I'm. Let's go listen. You're not alone. Follow the broadcast ends as strangely as it began. The final piece of the signal appears to be a set of planetary coordinates.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Follow coordinates to the signal source. Where? It's going. Oh wait, there it is. Another undiscovered planet. Llama. Tectonic planet. Wow. So what was the sort of planet we were just on? Where was it? This one here. Mordor. That's another tectonic planet. Okay. Wow. So we are in like this solar system with all these like tectonic volcanic things. Corrosive. Wow, okay. Oh. Man, I love how seamless this game is. Just like coming off a planet and just flying, like it's incredible really that it can do that. No loading screen, you know. It's the joy of the game being very generated and simple graphically, but still beautiful. Yeah, we actually probably won't be on for too much longer, guys. Hey, real Maxoons. We're actually doing a normal save now. Expedition was cool, but it was definitely a bit wild. So we just have another volcano planet here? This is crazy. What are the chances of finding this like spawning in a solar system with just 2 Mordors? Oh, that's so cool. Could explore that place. There's like a mini volcano there. Okay. Oh. Oh. So that's cool. Hope it's been fun. Yeah, I have been having a lot of fun now that I'm actually like on a new save. I feel like because I can actually progress. Hey, it's like a similar thing to that creature we saw in the expedition one. Both those planets will fight, though, telling you that one was born 1 billion years before the other, and thus is the real Mordor, and the other is a cheat copy. Yeah, maybe we've got to figure out which one's the cheat copy. Does it say anything about the planets? Because we can totally name it something like that. Llama. Does it say anything about like? It actually would be hilarious if it did. I vanished to work on my underwater base. All good. BRB, no problem. Underwater base, yeah, that's so cool. There's underwater stuff now. Oh my god. Conflict critical. We'll call it. How do you spell junior? Oh my god, how do you spell junior? That is not how you spell junior, right? It's with an I. An O, yes. Yeah, there we go. Mordor Junior. Yeah, once I have my Paradise Planet main base made, I plan to do the underwater stuffs on the same planet. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely want to find some pop-ups. Find yeah, a Paradise Planet would be very cool to find eventually. Because yeah, as much as these cool Mordor and Mordor Junior are very cool planets, yeah, we need to find some nicer habitable planets. Now, where's the thing? Target align. Should be over here somewhere, right? Activate target sweep mode. What else is? Follow directional indicators. Oh, distance. Oh, I see there. Okay. Holy. What are you? Sorry, I'm distracted by this. That's beautiful. Hey, real Maxoons. Redeem, put the helmet on. Hell yeah. Alright, let's do it. What's cool when you land in a system that was discovered years ago, like one random system had been discovered 6 years ago. That is really cool. Wow. With all the infinite amount of systems there are except for community events, it can be hard to find other people's discoveries when you really start getting out there. Yeah, see, that's really cool. And because we went straight into Expedition, a couple of people were a bit, I guess, confused because it's like a bit different. But yeah, that is so cool. Let me, I don't want to die from this. Let me find this quickly and then get back in the ship. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. And then I'll pop the helmet on for 5 minutes, as requested. I need to get my life support systems up so I don't die. Here we go. Decoding. Failed to reach station. No choice. Underground. Deployed base computer. Okay. Sure. Let's get that. Aha. Yes, our first base. And the terrain manipulator. Cool. Unknown sector. Reash outpost. Cool. Alright. Outpost. And let's just collect this stuff quickly. Alright. Alright, doesn't look like anything bad's happening. Let's put the helmet on. Maxoon's redeemed putting the helmet on, so we gotta put the helmet on.
Thermal protection falling.
Alright. Here we are. Let's go. Yeah, man. Alright. Helmet's on. I've got to get my neck muscles all strong. It's heavy. I got to be careful, actually. That's why it's in moderation. Now, instead of 5 minutes, it stays till the end of stream. For my own neck health, I will have to take it off after a bit of time, but yeah. It seems appropriate headwear to be wearing on Mordor or Mordor Jr. Yeah. Yeah, true. Well, actually, I'll be ending stream very soon, actually. So it probably actually will be the end of stream. How heavy is it? It's pretty heavy. I mean, it's all steel. It's proper metal. And then this top is like a thick, hollow bit of steel. But it's comfortable. It's just it does get heavy. Alright. It's good for those neck muscles though. Kelvin as well. Sorry, Clavin. Clavin, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it.
Thermal protection falling.
Probably shouldn't rock out headbanging with it. Yeah, no. I've got to kind of like hold myself. I went to the chiropractor, or sorry, the physio like last week, and I was wearing it like a lot of the times on stream, and then I went to the physio and he did some crazy stuff to my back, and then my neck was really sore, and I feel like it was because I was wearing that helmet too much. I had to bump up the amount of time from like a 1 hour cooldown. Rarak, Clavin, Kelvin, RK, Rock Lovin, there's no wrong way, whatever works for you, I'm good with. Cool. Rack. Rack, Clavin, Kelvin. Cool. I get to pick anything. RK, Rock Lovin. I don't know now, I can't decide. Rack. I like Rack. Rack's cool. Or Clavin. Alright. So, we want to make the terrain manipulator.
Technology installed.
Hydrogen and tooling. Right, more. Alright, multi-tool. Hell yeah, now we can collect copper, guys. Now we can collect copper! Oh, but it's pronounced like the Turkish baklava. Right. Not baklava way, but the baklava. Yeah, right? Baklava. Like, so Rucklavin? Is that how you would pronounce it? Rucklavin? Yeah, okay. Rucklavin. I'll see if I can remember that. Oh. Rucklavin. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Alright. Well, what do we have now to do? I do like some baklava. It's a common thing to be able to get. Not amazing baklava at all, but it's a very common thing that we can get. I'm from Australia, anyone that doesn't know. But it is a very common thing to be able to get with like sort of like kebabs and that sort of thing. That sort of kebab shops. More like Turkish kebab shops. Right? I guess. But baklava, oh no, baklava is not Turkish though, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. We have a very multicultural world down here, very different things. Funny to think the username I made in 2001 would actually stay unique almost 25 years later. Yeah, wow. Rucklavin. It's good. It's good. I like it. Good, baklava is evil in that I don't want to stop eating. Yeah, it is like that, isn't it? So we've got to collect chromatic metals. All right, I'm gonna have to take the helmet off for my own health. But I'm glad. I almost need to get a good stance size. For anyone that doesn't know, it's the helmet from 300. It's actually a replica of the helmet from the second 300 movie, the newer one, which I know wasn't as good at all. The OG one is the best, but it's the helmet that I forget the guy's name, but he grabs it, like takes his helmet off and he whacks someone over the head with it, with the top of it. Well, alright guys, I reckon I might end it here. Fuck yeah. Yes, officer, this guy right here points at the very obvious deadly weapon. Yeah. Well, what a fun stream. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Thank you everyone so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Had some new people in the chat, hanging out and vibing out. And I really appreciate everyone hanging and chatting and yeah, it's been great. We play a lot of different things. I am very new to streaming. I only started streaming like 2 months ago. We play, we are playing a hardcore character in Lord of the Rings Online, which is like a Lord of the Rings MMO that I love dearly, and are doing something a bit unique there. We have not died on the character yet, and it's sort of like this hardcore sort of run on the max difficulty in the game. We've also been playing Subnautica, which I will be playing on Sunday. So if any of you guys want to catch some Subnautica, it's my first time ever playing it. We just unlocked the Cyclops, which is awesome. So I'm pretty excited for what we're going to do there. Oh damn, only 2 months ago. Yeah, really new to it all. So but I am multi-streaming on Twitch and on YouTube. And I upload all of the streams over to YouTube, as well as put out shorts. I've been putting out a short like every day, building the channel up, and I also upload other sort of videos out there. I'm going to be putting up a recap video for the Lord of the Rings journey soon, so if any of you are interested in that journey but don't want to go back and watch it all, there will be a video out soon, like a sort of 10-minute or so video summarizing what we've done and all sort of achievements and this and that, where we've been. A sort of a catch-up thing. But yeah, we'll be back for more Subnautica on Sunday. Alert, yeah, only 2 subscribers off 100 on YouTube. Yeah, exactly. I really appreciate all the support, guys. But yeah, if you do want to catch any of the things over then, over on the YouTube, there's the YouTube as well. But yeah, we multi-stream to YouTube and Twitch a couple of nights a week. If you guys are interested in checking out a schedule, I do have on Twitch there a countdown as well as a schedule that I do regularly update. I'll try to stop by again. Thank you so much, Mil Raccoons. And, you know, because you came from that raid earlier today, and I know they're like not around still, but thank you so much for hanging out this whole time and helping me with bits and bobs. And it was nice to have someone that had some good knowledge. All of you guys have had some great knowledge, you know, I really appreciate it. As well as letting me figure out things myself in some ways. And I love that, right? Subbed, thank you so much. Really appreciate it, guys. And thank you for all the follows and, yeah, all of the support. But, yeah, I'll have to check out Y Syrups, who raided earlier with you guys, see what they were up to. But, yeah, let's have a look here. 100! Oh, you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Oh, yeah, we're on the path to monetization on YouTube. That's the big goal at the moment, which getting to 1,000 subs is the big goal. So that means a lot. Thank you so much. We're only a tenth of the way there, which is for 2 months is pretty crazy. But yeah, we'll be back for some more. Proud to say I was number 100. Hell yeah, Maxoons, and I'm gonna remember that as well. I'm gonna remember that. We need a badge for you on the Twitch or something like that. But yeah, hell yeah. Let me see as well. Let me do a quick. Oh, the game just saves itself, which is awesome. Let's see here. I'm going to send you guys over to Gantaran, who is a absolute legend, who was playing some 7 Days to Die at the moment, actually, with Twitch integration, which is pretty cool. Seems like he's still online. He's doing a bit of a late one tonight. All right, setting it up, sending you guys over to Gantaran. send him some love. He's playing some 7 Days to Die with Twitch integration, so you can like spawn enemies for him to have to deal with and all sorts of stuff, which is awesome. But yeah, I will be doing some more No Man's Sky in the future as well. Next week is a little bit complicated, and I will be putting out a schedule as soon as I know what my plans are. But in the meantime, there'll be some videos on the YouTube, and we will be playing more No Man's Sky in the future for sure. I'll keep the schedule updated, so if you guys want to check that out. Also, if anyone is interested, we do actually have a Discord, a very small Discord, just mainly for updating with schedules, posting some content, this sort of thing. So if you do want to like keep up to date, maybe catching a No Man's Sky stream in the future, that's probably the best place to go. But no pressure, obviously. Just if you do want to join, you just pop your name in. You'll read the rules, pop your name in there, and we'll know it's you, and then you'll get access to the rest of it. But yeah, I'll send you guys over to Gantren right now. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. I had a lovely stream, and I'll see you all next time. All right, guys, have a good one then. See you later. Bye, 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 bye.